YouTube, it's your girl Sarah here. First things first, happy Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day. I don't know if you have something, holiday going on or whatnot where you're at. I know several of you are from different countries. And over here we have Columbus Day. But other than that, I'm doing great, obviously. I'm still chilling, doing my job, whatnot. So today we're going to be going over a story that I had back inside South Carolina. I was actually still inside Marines at this point. So I had a very close friend that I met in the Marines, and I'm not going to go disclose her name, I'm just going to call her Samantha, right? She was always we agreed with a lot of things. And she was looking towards moving, or EASing, around the same time that I was looking at EASing. EASing stands for End of Active Service. That's basically when your time's up. If you're not realistic, you're getting out. And I actually still talk to her like she's a sister today. So she was looking at moving out around the same time that I was looking at moving out. And that's the reason why it was going to be an option for us to actually move in together with our own apartment with her wife. Her wife's not really insanely relevant to the story, unfortunately, so we're just going to go call her Samantha. Now, it's interesting how you will become closer friends with people when you're inside the Marines than you ever would outside the civilian life. I remember hearing from a sergeant, you will be closer on 24-hour duty, say, to an individual that you just met, basically a stranger, in 24 hours than you would ever with your parents. Because now wrong, Marines will just talk about their lives, going in detail with everything. It's actually kind of difficult for me to make these about my own life because, yeah, they're my personal experiences, but sometimes they involve different people, and I don't want to put anything out there that one thing offends somebody, because these days a lot of things can offend people, and that's not saying that it's good or bad, right? So, going back, and this is going to play in part to the story. When I was a young child, I have relatives inside my family that have worked for the state police as a canine unit. Now, this particular individual in question, because they worked inside a canine unit, they had really big dogs, right? And I love dogs. I always consider myself a dog girl rather than a cat girl for most of my life. And for whatever reason, though, I don't like big dogs. I like them as well. I mean, I tend to get scared a lot when I see them. It's just like a natural reaction. I want to love them, and some of them are really friendly. I have always been afraid of big dogs. In the beginning, get an apartment, right? And they hinted at me that, hey, we're looking at getting a dog, and I didn't remember what type of dog name it was. It was I can't remember the exact type of dog, but it was a dog, and that's all that I thought of it. I was like, oh, okay, and then I pretended to know what type of dog it was. I had no idea what type of dog it was. And then she was like, yeah, I'm planning on getting a dog inside this apartment that we're staying at. And I was like, great, right? That's good. So my friend invited me to her apartment, and she told me that it's basically going to be like my home as well, because right, we're looking at moving in, me, her, and her wife. Anyways, so I go to the range, because I'm a gun owner. I like guns. And one thing that you should know about whenever you purchase your first firearm is you want to actually shoot it at like a range, right? Anyways, so on this particular morning that I woke up inside the apartment, right, this is going to be like really like my first day living there. I woke up, grab my gun, go to the range, get some shots in, and then I come back from the range, and then I see Sam with her wife on the floor. They're both lying down, right? And in between them, I see this big, at the time I had no idea what it was. It was big, and then, registered in like a second. It registered, okay, that's a dog. because it's like a, but I think it was a German Shepherd mix that they got. And I had my gun case inside my hand, right? And I was just standing there, and I just walked in, right? And I saw these things, I got like froze up a little bit because I had no idea what it was. And this, to protect the dog's identity, we are going to be calling it Max. Big dog. She just starts going at me, right? Like barking loud, even like doing like little lunges. And Anthony's wife just immediately gets up and grabs the dog by the collar, just starts like holding her back. And I just came in there to get my, I didn't see that coming. I was scared. So I walked to what was my room. I put my gun case down, and yeah, that dog was just going off. Because it turned out that this was a shelter dog. So it got very antsy around people that I wasn't familiar with, and that Sam was actually spending months at a time really getting to know this dog. And yeah, it didn't have any experience with me, so Max was just going off at me really aggressively and just lunging at me. But now, well, both Sam and her wife were holding it back. She's like, no, just you're fine, here. And then Sam, she grabs a tennis ball and she goes, throw the ball. And it's like, so I take the ball, I go, the ball just, like, it wasn't even a toss, it was just like a gentle nudge, I gently like threw it up. And Max just goes, right, she looks at it and she goes quiet for like 2-3 seconds, just like, not even 2. Billy goes back to lunging and barking at me viciously. I was so scared. I was like, oh. So the dog just gets up, lunges at me, right? And I'm like, I gotta be honest with you though. Max was really like, I'm pretty sure that she did have an innocent side to her, right? Obviously she did get along with her owner. She was completely quiet. I had no idea that she was there when I was walking up to the door. Caught me off guard. And it was at that moment after I tossed the ball, I thought she was still like heavily going at me. So my reaction now is just, oh no, I gotta get out of here, right? And that's exactly what I did. I just walked to the door, opened it, and just walked out, and then Sam was chasing me down the street. She goes, no, Sarah, wait. And mind you, I am a very tall, very tall woman, so I really don't have any reason to be necessarily as terrified as I am about big dogs, but yeah, Sam chases me down the street, and she just goes, Sarah, wait. And she ends up catching me at my car. I was just like, I was just crying. I was just bawling my eyes out because I was so scared. And Sam was like, don't worry, we can put her on the leash or something. And I was like, no, it's fine. Then I ended up driving to the barracks. And, yeah. But in a nutshell, that's my story for today. I hope that you liked the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe for more content. And again, have a happy Columbus Day. It is raining outside right now, so I hope that y'all are doing great wherever you're at. And take it easy. Oh, and by the way, I didn't end up moving in with her for a different reason. Obviously, I ended up moving to Illinois. I found a good job over here and whatnot, so. But she's still like a sister to me. We're still, on good terms. But I hope that y'all had a good day, and thank you for coming by.